Alrighty. $11:54 a.m. Alright. Sweetie, you have to believe me. I didn't go anywhere near that crime scene. So then, where were you when the murder took place? We talked about it yesterday, remember? I was in the ringmaster's room. And while you were there, it was the ringmaster who left the room, right? Exactly. He told me to wait in the room because he would be right back. That's when the ringmaster headed to the scene of the crime, right? That's what it seems like. But the ringmaster must have been wearing Max's costume, right? Oh, sweetie, I just remembered. I went straight to the ringmaster's room, still dressed in my stage clothes. But when I got there, I went ahead and took the costume off. Which means... It means that the ringmaster could have taken his costume and went out looking for Max. So, went out looking like Max. And went out looking like Max. I said went out looking for Max. I don't know why the fuck my brain went for Max, but you know. Anyway, I'm gonna have a Pepsi. Fabulous! That's a fabulously possible possibility. Well done, Nick. However, sweetie, why would the ringmaster want to dress up like me? Isn't that a bit strange? If you think about it, all they found at the crime scene was my silk hat. What about my cloak? Where did that go? Double, Wow, Max, I never thought of that. You should be a detective or something. Well, I was never quite sure what to be when I grew up. Magician or president? You have no idea how hard... You have no idea how hard... You have no idea how hard it was to make a decision. That's really cool. Fabulous. Fabulous. This mystery just keeps getting deeper. December 29, 12:06 p.m. Now that everyone is back, let's get started. The court is now back in session. Miss Von Karma, please proceed with the prosecution's case. Very well. I will now call my next witness. A pitiful clown with the unfortunate distinction of having seen the entire thing. Will Mr. Lawrence Curls... Mr. Lawrence Curls, please take the stand. Why'd you just call him a pitiful clown? Lawrence Curls. And not Mo the Clown. The witness will state his name and occupation for the court record. In West Philadelphia, born and raised. What the fuck? On the playgrounds where I spent most of my days. West Philadelphia. Huh? West Philadelphia. All right. Name and occupation. Would the witness please inform the court why he is speaking autobiographical gibberish? I'm sorry. I'm just not used to being in court. I've never been in a courtroom in my life. I wasn't quite sure what joke is best suited to this sort of occasion. What in the world are you talking about? You're in a grand hall of justice, not some comedy club. Since it's easy to see your occupation, please state your name for the court. Oh yeah, maybe this joke is okay. Mom, do I have to wear pants? The sign only says no shirt, no shoes, no service. Okay, how about this? Have you met my proctologist, Dr. Seymour Butts? How was that one? But a couple of clowns were up, no good. He's fucking doing fucking Fresh Prince in Bel-Air. Sorry, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, not in Bel-Air. I don't know what. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. It's the fucking clown version. Fuck. Your name. Lawrence Curls. Professional funny man, also known as Mo the Clown. You witnessed the scene at around 10:15 p.m. the day of the murder. Correct? Yes. Yes, it is. Very well, Mr. Curls. Will you please testify to what you saw that evening? A rabbi, a priest, and a Rastafarian walked into... Without the humor, please. Without the humor, please. Okay. Poor Mo can't be his normal stoogie self in court. It'd be funny if he came in without all the makeup. I know. I'm not the greatest comedian in the world. I've been able to make people laugh for 10 years. No matter what I say, all I get in return is a vacant stare and polite applause. Since no one ever laughs at my jokes, I've taken to laughing at them myself. It's a bad habit, but hey, at least I'm trying. Imagine my predicament. I'm a clown who can't make people laugh. I'm almost useless. But I keep trying. I even tried to come up with jokes just for today. This is not a fucking testimony, man, it's, but this atmosphere is very nerve-wracking. I decided to try making everyone laugh. Seriously, everyone, what do you think of me? How am I doing? Aren't we the ones supposed to be asking the questions here? Witness. Huh? We'll listen to your call for help after the court proceedings are over. Thus, please stick to the facts of this case. Really? You really hear me? You really hear me out? Well, I'll make sure that one of my staff will be your straight man later. Thank you! I can't wait! Poor Gumshoe. Yeah, I guess it would be Gumshoe, wouldn't it? Not a single person laughed at his joke for 10 years. What cruel Greek tragedy it is. Sorry, what cruel Greek tragedy is this? Now that that's settled, shall we begin once again with the testimony? Of course we can. I'll talk for as long as you want. Excuse me. The night of the murder, after practice was over, I went back to my room. You have no idea how tired I was that night. I was pooped. I thought I'd go straight to sleep, but before I did, I glanced out the window. That's when I saw two silhouettes. They were a bit far away, though. It was the ringmaster, and he was with Max, who was wearing his cloak. I kept watching them, and all of a sudden, Max clunked the ringmaster over the head. That's very interesting. If this eyewitness account is to be believed, I have enough to pass judgment right now. Of course you can. There is no way that this account can be criticized. However, the witness is a bit, how do you say, off kilter. Almost like he has some sort of atmosphere of guilt surrounding him. That must be because of my insincere smile. Mr. Wright, please begin the defense's cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Nick, you gotta find some kind of contradiction in his testimony. I know that. Mr. Wright, Your Honor, I'm afraid that if you push this witness too far, it would bring disaster upon the court. Thus, I sincerely hope you are not going to engage in pointless saber-rattling. I understand, Your Honor. If you cause this clown to stray from the facts, I'll hold you responsible. Why am I responsible? I'm not the one with the corny jokes. You'd say that practice wrapped up around 10 p.m., correct? See, that's the thing. Huh? How exactly am I supposed to make a joke about 10 p.m.? Now, 8 o'clock, that's something a clown can riff off of. Let's just pretend it was 8 o'clock. That way, I can make a great joke. Let's not make it 8 p.m., all right, Mo? What do you mean, let's not? Don't take the clown out of the clown. Don't take the clown out of clowning around. Come on, Nick, just listen to his joke.
I'm sorry. Did somebody say corn?
There are 3 reasons why I don't want to. 1, I probably won't laugh. 2, I'll get hit with a penalty. 3, I'll get whipped. Will the witness just proceed with his factual testimony? You are so boring. You have no idea how tired I was that night. I was pooped. You just happened to glance out the window? You could say that. You could also say I peeked, stared, glimpsed, peeped, eyeballed. Mr. Curls. Oh, I guess synonyms aren't allowed either. What should I do? I wonder if I should press him further on this issue. Exactly why did you look out the window that night? Why? Why? Clowns don't need a reason to look out their windows, do they? That's not what I meant. I meant that, well, when we spoke yesterday, once I had tucked myself into bed, I heard this amazing noise. It was incredibly loud. It sounded like a giant thump. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. You forgot. Your Honor, the witness looked out of his window upon hearing a loud sound. He did not just simply glance out his window that night. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot to mention that thump, didn't I? That's not something you just forget to mention. Yeah, what she said. I believe it would be best if Mo were to revise his testimony. Very well, Mr. Curls. Please revise your testimony. This should start turning the tables in our favor. I heard a huge noise outside the window, and that's what made me look outside. What was the sound like? Well, I guess it kind of sounded like... I guess you could say... Mr. Curls, may the court remind you that humor is unnecessary. Oh, how did you know that I was gonna make a joke? I guess it sounded like... I suppose it sounded like someone getting hit with something very hard. Yep, that's what it sounded like, honestly. Someone getting hit, huh? What then? You went to look out the window and you saw... Far away, you say. If you had to say exactly, how far away were they? Let me think about that for a second. If my room is here, and they looked about yay big, I'd say they were about 30 feet away from my window. Just 30 feet. That's not far at all. Just the fucking clunk. They're at the circus. It's probably the sound everything makes. It's probably the same sound the murder made. It was snowing that night, and it cut down on visibility. I see. Please continue with your testimony regarding the 2 shadows that you saw. Are you really gonna do a stretch? Oh, yeah. Yeah, Buzzy, that is just not reading. Oh, well. Yeah, you forgot to redeem. That's why. I just saw that. Yeah, I just noticed. You gotta remember to do the redeem. Otherwise, it's just nothing.
Look, Phoenix, I know it's our job to poke holes in flawed testimonies, but this guy's a lost cause. He's obviously an idiot, so let's cut our losses and get out of here.
Oh, God. I think the whole reason why I'm keeping the subscription to TTS Monster is purely because of of this, because of Buzzy. So yeah, I'm paying for premium to get all the you know, all the sound effects, all the other TTS voices, and you know, our boy Buzzy. He's like our mascot. It is a per month cost, but yeah, it's fine. Excuse me. You'd say you clearly saw this, even though you were, by your own admission, far away? And that's right, I had been thinking about it over and over since that night. But things didn't really make sense until I spoke with the prosecutor, Miss Von Karma. But now I'm 100% certain that it was Max and the Ringmaster that I saw that night. Just think about it. How could I be wrong if Max is always wearing his uppity symbols? Uppity symbols? Lawyers nowadays, do you even have to go to school anymore to be one? Alright, everyone. Alright, everyone knows what to do. All together now. Say it with Uncle Mo. Oh, for fuck's sake, can we not? Oh, good. They didn't. See what I mean? It's always like this. The crowd never wants to go along with me. I must really be utterly and completely worthless as a clown. Yowza! Enough foolishness. Get back on track. Will the witness please testify as to what he saw, and only what he saw? I kept watching them, and all of a sudden, Max clonked the Ringmaster over the head. You say you saw the Ringmaster get clonked over the head? Yes, I did. It's the climax of my story. He really does enjoy the completely random non sequitur. What would you say the victim was struck with? You mean the weapon? I have no idea. A weapon wasn't found in the murder scene, right? It's not what I meant. You did say you did see everything, didn't you? Well, yeah, I suppose I did. Wait, no, I didn't. I didn't see a weapon. Mo, did you or did you not see the crime of murder committed that night? Objection! I will not permit you to harass my witness in this manner. You'd better have an excellent reason for attacking this poor clown. Because if you don't, you know what is waiting for you. Because if a nice penalty. No, it's not. Because I used save. Why is this such a fucking harsh penalty? Isn't this a bit dramatic? So what will it be then, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Do you have any clear basis to believe that my witness did not see the crime? I've got a great reason to make my claim. And I suppose you will be telling us all that great I suppose you'll be telling us all that great reason. Of course I will. The reason is the witness's very own testimony. What is the meaning of that, Mr. Wright? Mo said that he heard a sound like a thump of someone getting hit. He did say that. However, Mo just stated the following under oath. I kept watching them, and all of a sudden, Max clonked the ringmaster over the head. If Mo is to be believed when he says he looked out the window upon hearing a sound, there's no way that he could have seen Max clonk anyone. In 19... What? I didn't even get to fucking read that. Was that more of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? I was so taken aback by it. I was like, what the fuck? Mr. Coles, how do you respond to Mr. Wright's assessment? They didn't commit. These clowns promptly escaped from a maximum security clown car. Mr. Coles, are you reciting the C-Team theme to anger this court? What? No, I'm just stalling for time while I jog my memory. Great job, Nick. These types of witnesses always seem to have a selective memory. You just have to peel back the layers of the clown makeup to find the truth. Well, you're back from your jog. Well, it pretty much happened the way I said. Pretty much. When I looked out my window that night, the ringmaster was already face down in the snow. The prosecution helped me fill in the gaps of my statement. Fun karma. Tampering with witnesses again. So now you're saying that you did not see the defendant clunk the ringmaster? Yes. When I looked out my window, the ringmaster had already checked out. Checked out? Checked out? Yep, he was on permanent vacation, as they say. Wow, he's making a fucking joke about his friend. Wow. What the fuck? What the fuck is wrong with you, clown? Mr. Curls, Your Honor, you did not witness the actual crime. However, you still say you saw the criminal, correct? Yes, exactly. The ringmaster was slumped over. I saw someone's silhouette next to him. Very well, then please testify to this silhouette you saw. I expect the truth. And if I even catch a hint of a joke from you, I will put you in a holding cell until you learn court etiquette. Got it? Got it. Oh yeah, the prosecutor helped me make my testimony, so it's totally unbiased. This shit again. Fucking Francesca von Karma. Being an absolute fucking idiot again. I think I need to... I need to put some... I either need to, like, tighten a screw or something, because, yeah. Yeah. It's a bit... Yep, I have to do that at some point. Anyway, the silhouette. It was a bit far away, but that shadow could only have belonged to Max. There's no doubting it, especially since I saw his uppity symbols. His silk hat, that black cloak, they were all there. His face was silhouetted, but there was no doubt that it was him. His cloak was fluttering in the wind, so I couldn't really see what he was carrying. Looks like he killed Eggman. I guess we're now implying Eggman is a fucking circus ringmaster. He has the body of one, I guess. It does seem as if the defendant was at the scene of the crime. It took the clown long enough to get his facts straight. But whatever, this should finally be good enough, yes. It is decisive testimony. Was Max really at the crime scene that night? Excuse me. He said he wasn't there. We have to believe in that. All right, Mr. Wright. All right, Mr. Wright. Commence your cross-examination. Don't you think you're going a little overboard with how explicit you're being? That shadow belonged to Max is an awfully firm statement, don't you think? What are you getting at? I'm just saying that one of your fellow performers' life is on the line here. Are you truly 100% certain, 100% absolutely certain that it was Max? I'm not the kind of person who would lie about something as serious as this. The silhouette I saw was Max. I'm convinced of that. It doesn't seem like he's jumping to any conclusions this time. Let's go over this again then. What makes you so sure that you saw Max that night? You're sure that is what you saw that night? Exactly what I said I saw is exactly what I saw. Exactly what I said I saw is exactly what I saw. I've got eyes like a hawk. Like a hawk. Hawk. Fucking hell. I got eyes like a hawk. Don't birds have terrible night vision? But that's not all I saw. You were able to see that kind of detail from your window? There was a light near the scene of the crime. Anyone with decent eyesight should have been able to see that much. Out of curiosity, Mo, what is your eyesight like? I can see like a hawk out of my left eye and an eagle out of my right eye. I reckon say his eyesight is a perfect 20/20. That must mean he could have seen the crime scene clearly. The more we look into this matter, the more suspicious it becomes. Hey, you asked me what my eyesight was like, and not what it actually was. So he didn't actually see what the criminal was holding. That's correct. I've been curious to know what caused that loud noise. It must have been something incredibly loud. Too bad they haven't found the murder weapon to know for sure. They claim it's a blunt object. At least it says so in the autopsy report. Trilo's testimony and now Mo's. It really seems like Max is the killer. Nick, you've got to find a contradiction in this. That's not going to be enough. What? I have to prove that Mo saw something other than Max at that night. Saw something fucking hell. I need to prove that Mo saw someone other than Max that night. It's the only thing that will help. I've got to do it. You don't do your Max with your Pepsi. Pepsi, Pepsi man. Hang on, maybe it's Haha, there. Yeah, it was. Okay. I'm like, You know what? It was kind of suspicious with that, the uppity symbols, so. You say you saw all of Max's uppity symbols? I suppose so. The silk hat and the cloak, right? Mo. Everyone knows that Maximilian Galactica has three uppity symbols. 3 symbols? Yay! Everyone get ready. All together now. Silk hat, cloak, white roses. What the? Who cares if he knew? Who cares if he knew there were 3 or not? He saw what he saw, and he saw the symbols. He just forgot to mention one. Isn't that right, Mo? Do you like pie? I like pie. Silence, fool. You are to respond. You are to respond with the whole truth, no fractions. Order, order. Mo, you didn't see the roses, did you? To be honest, there weren't any roses on the person I saw. The crime scene was dark. It's obvious that it was too dark to see that kind of detail. But the witness said he was able to see the silhouette of the criminal's face. Not to mention that the roses are white. There's no way he could have missed them. Then the reason must have fallen off. Then the roses must have fallen off the defendant. Fucking hell. Then the Then the roses must have fallen off when the defendant assaulted the victim. If that was the case, then the police would have found them near the crime scene. Mr. Wright, are these white roses truly material to the facts of this case? Clearly not. He was just toying with his court. I got her on the ropes now. These seemingly insignificant facts have never failed to lead me to the truth yet. Someone is toying with the court, but it's not me. Your Honor, do you recall Trilo's testimony? There's no way I could mistake someone wearing those 3... There's no way I could mistake... There's no way I could mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. How can you mistake someone with that crazy getup and his nose stuck up so high? How could you mistake someone wearing such a snobby 3-piece getup? Trilo saw them all. Trilo saw all 3 of Max's symbols. Do we have a fucking monkey as evidence? Yes, we do. The monkey is evidence in this court of law. He is probably going to be very relevant. A goddamn monkey. I'll be bringing him as a witness. At this point, I wouldn't be fucking surprised if we do. However, this witness claims there was no white roses on the person he saw. There's absolutely no doubt that this is a contradiction. Now that I am... Now, what am I supposed to think? One is supposed to disregard the pointless, but this? Judge, forget the roses. Think about his other testimony. The witness has stated without a doubt that he saw Maximilian Galactica. Nothing else matters. Let's wrap this case up now. Your Honor, it may be trivial, but it does cast doubt on the prosecution's case. Frankly, I have my doubts about this witness. It seems that unlike wine, the witness has not grown more mature with age. I'm not mature. I'm not mature. How's he? He didn't even question that. I'm not mature. I've come to a conclusion. I'm 99% certain that this witness saw the defendant. However, my remaining 1% of doubt is quite reasonable. Which means that for my peace of mind, I'm going to request a bit more testimony. What? If there are no contradictions in his next statement, I am prepared to issue a ruling. A ruling? Nick, this is your last chance. There's no doubt in my mind. There were no white roses that night. However, all the other symbols were there. I'm equally sure of that. Especially the silk hat. There was no way I could forget seeing the decorations on it. He was wearing it the entire time that he was on the scene. Mr. Wright, you've got one last chance at this. Just one chance? I will not allow even the slightest hint of badgering against the witness. If you are going to prove to me there's a contradiction with Mr. Curl's statement, you'd better have at least a shred of evidence to back up your accusations. I've only got a single shot as this. At this, I think that's the typo. I've only got a single shot at this. I've got to be careful. I understand, Your Honor. One chance is all I will need. I think... if I'm to guess... Objection! Yeah. This wouldn't happen to be the silk hat you saw that night, would it? Yep, that's it. That's the hat he was wearing, all right. That's the hat he was wearing that night. No question in your mind? Exactly how would one mistake a thing like that? I see. Excuse me. Is there... fucking hell. Is there some sort of problem, Mr. Wright? Miss Von Karma? Where exactly was the silk hat... Where exactly was the silk hat found? Must you always ask these questions? It was found at the crime scene. The crime scene, that means... The silk hat fell off at the crime scene. However, the witness clearly testified to the contrary. The witness stated that he was wearing it the entire time that he was on the scene. No, that's true! Order, order, order! Mr. Curls! Yes, Your Honor? What is the meaning of all this? You are old enough to know better than to behave like this in court. Hey, that's not right. That's so harsh. What's not right here is your eyesight and your memory, amongst other things. Why are you being so mean to me? What did I do? Let me guess. You just didn't like my jokes or something, right? You didn't have to go and assault my eyesight or my memory. They're both great. Seriously, why? Just because you're sitting above me? No matter how old I get, I'll just be younger than you. He had a fucking tantrum. Enough of these childish outbursts, Mr. Curls. Who do you think you are? I saw him. I swear I saw him. It was Max. Even if he didn't have his roses, he was still wearing his dumb silk hat. I'm telling the truth. He's turned into a bratty little kid. That's pitiful, isn't it? He left the scene wearing that dumb silk hat. He was there. He left the scene? What's the matter, Nick? There's something I've been mulling over for a while now. Mo? What do you want? You just said that he left the scene. Exactly how did the murderer leave the scene of the crime? What? He went. What do you mean, how did he leave the scene? You can't ask me that. Objection! Mr. Phoenix Wright is badgering the witness, Your Honor. Objection! This witness's testimony is so full of holes, Miss Von Karma's protest is useless. They've got a point. Let's hear what the witness has to say on this matter. Is that all right with you, little guy? Don't talk to me like I'm a big baby. Besides, what kind of stupid question is, how did he leave the scene of the crime? The answer is obvious. He just turned around and walked away. That's what I expected. That's what I expected you'd say. You sure that's how it happened? Say what? I'm not sure I know exactly where you're going with this. Lawyers nowadays sure do love to harp on the smallest things. Do you have any proof to counter his story as to how the criminal left the scene? Picture of the crime scene, I believe. Yeah. Look at this picture. Look at this photograph. Every time I look at him, every time I seem to look at him, makes me laugh. Look at this giraffe. Look at this math. Look at this bath. Anyway, that's enough of that. The problem is the footprints in the snow. The footprints? In this photo, we can clearly see the footprints of the victim. However, where are the criminal's footprints? They aren't there. So, Mo, exactly how did the criminal escape the scene? Your Honor? This witness has already proven that his testimony is completely unreliable. Look at this grass. Look at this grass! And it continues until fade. Well, it zooms in on his face, and then it just like sort of dissipates. And then, you know, it doesn't even quite fade. It just abruptly stops. Or at least that's like from memory as to like what happens with that meme. Like he shows the photograph, or he shows the giraffe, or he shows the graph, or the graph. Look at this graph. And it just zooms on his face. I move to strike all of this witness's testimony from the court record. I agree. This clown's testimony is rickety as the clown guy came to court in. Wait just a second! You guys can't just ignore everything I've said. Fine, I'll tell you the truth this time. Wait a second. I think you've said more than enough for today. That didn't hurt. I'm sick and tired of you. I'm sick and tired of listening to you anyways. I'll give you the real deal this time, I swear. I don't know why, but I get the feeling things are gonna get worse before they get better. Mr. Lawrence Curls. Yes? The testimony you've provided up until now has been false. It hasn't been false. I haven't lied. It's just what? It's just I was a bit confused on the bit about the criminal leaving the scene. Especially since Von Karma and her whip told me not to talk about what I really saw. Order! I will have order! Franziska Von Karma, how could you? Your Honor, if you had heard the truth from this witness, you would have exactly the same opinion as I have. What opinion is that? It's not funny. That's enough out of you. I'm going to listen to what he has to say. Now then, let's hear the truth about what you saw, what you say you saw, Mr. Curls. How does his hat's mouth work? That's a good question. I don't know. Fucking, he has three mouths. Mouth in his ass because he talks out of his fucking ass. His mouth's all over his fucking, all over his costume. Anyway. Huh. You're not gonna believe this, but it's all true, I tell you. Try not to waste our time with your idiotic drivel. And now it's time for our next segment, Mo Knows. Everything that I've said up until now has been the truth. When I looked out the window, the ringmaster was down and Max was standing above him. He wasn't wearing his white roses, but he was wearing the silk hat. That's when I saw he... This is the truth now. This is the truth now. Get ready for it. He flew. He jumped up and flew through the air. He flew right off and disappeared into the darkness. Someone was pulling strings and nobody was in the costume. That's why there were no footprints. Flying people don't leave footprints. I told you it wasn't funny. Do you believe me now? Well, that was, how do you put this into words? Maximilian Galactica is a world-class magician. But to leave the scene of a crime by flying, there's no way that actually happened. You're right. Why is she right? You believe the other witnesses. Why won't you believe me, especially since it's the best part of the story? To be honest, this is the first time I've heard of a flying criminal. What do you think about this witness's testimony, Mr. Wright? This is all a dream, right? This is all a dream, right? I gotta fucking... Right now, I can't believe any of this. I'm not even sure this day is at... I'm not even sure this day hasn't been some kind of... What the... Kafkaesque dream. Ow! Now, do you think it's still a dream? Now, do you think it's still a dream? Huh, Mr. Wright? Okay. What he just said was so strange, I don't think he would have made it up. Which means that he is telling the truth? That's what I think. Nick, wait. That means that Max actually used magic. Yikes, you're right. Ow! I just want to see what the other dialogue is. His eyes were playing tricks. It's obvious that the witness's eyes are playing tricks on him. Don't be such a fool! Who in the world would you think I... Who in the world do you think I would mistake that jerk for? Jeez, I didn't say you were lying. Wow, he looks really serious right now. More serious than he's looked all day. I suppose I'll let you all in on my thinking regarding this matter. The criminal disappeared into the sky. I'd love to believe that, but I just can't wrap my head around how that could actually happen.
Your Honor, magic is real, but it's not with wizards or ancient gems. Your Honor, friendship is magic. I wish to call Twilight Sparkle to the stand.
You know, there was a My Little Pony Ace Attorney crossover fan thing. I haven't seen it in such a long time, but yeah. I think Rainbow Dash was the suspect. Or I should say, was the defendant. So, yeah. I don't think it was a game, though. I think it was purely an animation. But, yeah. It was all voice actors as well, so... There wouldn't be me, like, doing voice acting, even if it was... Let's just say if it was a game, like a fan game. dear. Let me do pony voices. I don't think... I don't think you want to hear me trying to imitate the main 6, as well as, like, a bunch of other ponies that are famous. Oh, God. Anyway. But I just can't wrap my head around how that could actually happen. You imbecile. If you disregard a need for proof, Miss Von Karma's case is sound. However, I've got the feeling that this case is in dire need of more investigation. Thus, I will conclude today's proceedings at this point. It's an undisputed fact that the criminal left no footprints at the scene. Tomorrow, I want us to find out the reason behind this mystery of mysteries. I believe that's enough for today. Court is adjourned. Oh, shit, I just remembered I had to tell you guys. I added some variant rules to Sword and Shield. Should definitely check them out sometime. And let me... Just because it was in my head at the moment, and I don't want to forget about it. So I've got 15 and 16. One is called Dead Men Tell No Tales, with a sub-rule, A Pirate's Life for Me. And then number 16, Let Them Sleep. And then optional sub-rule is No Rest for the Wicked. So yeah. They were ideas that I had, and I got during our last game, one of them at least. It makes the Joker very powerful. So yeah, it doesn't add, well, it doesn't make them too powerful, but it does make them powerful enough to go, okay, when a player plays a Joker, it's serious. So, yeah. But yeah, the let them sleep rule, it basically gives you more, like, access to, like, you can save cards, essentially. And then No Rest for the Wicked is like, okay, normally you're not supposed to be able to, use them, but No Rest for the Wicked adds the ability to be able to use them. But the penalty is you lose a slot of, you lose that at ease slot. So, yeah. That's the only thing with, they're not overly powerful. But yeah. But also, like, with Dead Men Tell No Tales, and the optional sub-rule, A Pirate's Life for Me, being able to take any 2 cards from any player, from any of the players. Yeah. Which is why I didn't want to have that as a standard. I wanted to have that as a sub-rule. Whereas, Dead Men Tell No Tales, it's like, all of a sudden, you can now see what people have. It's like, okay, yeah, I'm not attacking that person, not attacking that person. Whereas, hey, if you've played it, and then you go, oh, well, I'm going to attack that person next round, they've got a card to defend it, I'm going to take that card. So, yeah. You can take aces, you can take any cards, except for Except for jokers, because if you have a joker, then you play it. So yeah. The only penalty to like using your joker is you can't use that joker for one round, but you can pick it up again. You can discard a card and pick that joker up and put it back in your deck. So yeah, I should probably add the to draw another card. So should probably add that little tidbit there, just so it's not as confusing. But yeah, honestly, a lot of these sub rules we haven't even played with them, and I don't know how they're going to be. I don't know how they're going to go practically. Like war has changed; is very complex. Or at least it seems complex. But war has changed. Like number 13. It's, you know, being able to attack. Like say someone has a 6. You can attack that 6 with a 7, but you can't attack it with like you can't attack it with any cards lower than it. So it adds just more to the. It adds just more to it, you know. Same as it takes 2. Like we haven't played that 2 actions per turn. So yeah, I'd like to play. I'd like to play with it. Anyway, that's enough of that. Yeah, at some point I do want to play it again. I want to get, you know, more people together. At least more than 3, because it's fun when you have it's fun when you have at least 5 to 6 players. Well, we're going to play like Sea of Thieves next Friday. I think he's probably going to shift around his schedule for that, because his Mondays, or at least just the way we've been structuring our hangouts. We changed it back to Monday because we thought, oh, maybe people will be more available, but then people weren't available. So we might have to change it like back to Friday again. I don't know. Or just change it to Thursday, which is not Thursday, Wednesday, actually. Thursday for me, Wednesday for everyone else. Anyway, little distraction. He was only available because you despise his leave schedule. At least for the Friday night, more people are available in general, I guess, because it's Friday night. You know, Saturday Saturday for me, but yeah, Friday night for everyone else. Can't believe it's only 2 p.m. Holy crap. Well, I can't believe it's 2 p.m. because time has flown by really quick. Anyway. 2:33 p.m. Yeah, it's almost that time, I guess. Hey, sweeties, what in the world is going on? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. They say the criminal flew off into the air and disappeared. Max, I can't believe I'm asking this, but you didn't fly that night, did you? I know you didn't mean to ask me such a fabulously stupid question. I can't fly whenever I please. It's not that easy. It's not that easy. But it looks so effortless for you on stage. It's not that simple. I'm not actually flying on stage. I use invisible wires and have them hoist me through the air. Wow, you just told me the secret to your magic. No, I broke the first rule, the cardinal rule, the only rule. I'm sorry, Max. We made you break a magician's creed to never reveal the secret to their tricks. Nick, what do we do now? All we can do now is hope we find the flying criminal in court tomorrow. Great idea. Let's do our best and catch this sucker. Fucking hell, yawn. Damn, she's depressed.
That's the problem, Max. Magic is real, but you're absolutely lonely and have 0 friends. You ain't got shit, you pitiful, unspeakable introvert who lives in a cave away from the sun.
That sounds like overly harsh, well. Nick? What is it? I've got a confession to make. I'm terrible at figuring out magic tricks. Magic tricks? Yep, magic tricks are by their very definition tricks, right? But I can never figure out the tricks when I see them. That's because the tricks are performed by pros. They do it so you can't guess the trick. But the trick Pearlie showed me was incredible. Pearls did a magic trick? What kind of trick was it? Let's see. It looks like she pulled the end of her own thumb off. First, she put her right index thumb next to her left hand, and then it just separated. She could move it up and down and everything. It was incredible. Really? Was it kind of like this? What? How did you do that? Nick, you're like a real magician. See, this is why I just can't figure out magic. I'm no good at it. Especially hard tricks like flying away from the scene of a murder. You'll take all the fun out of magic if you keep trying to figure it out. I don't see any way out of this. We're stuck between a rock and a hard place. There's no way we can solve the mystery of a criminal flying by tomorrow. I was thinking, do you really think the criminal flew through the air? The only one who thinks that is Mo, right? He says he saw it. And that's true. Mo looked awfully serious when he said it. You think he might be trying to frame Max? If that was it, he would have simply said, I saw Max. And that would have been enough. There's no reason why anyone would believe he flew. But what if the criminal really did fly? There's only one person who could do that. Max. You're really not helping my confidence here, Maya. Oh, it's crazy, Nick. She grew 4 feet, her chest got bigger than mine, and she looked like my sister and talked like my sister. No idea how she did that. Well, the funny thing is, I mean, if you saw the end of the last trial, Pearlie or, Mia Fey, existing through Pearlie, actually, you know, actually hugged her and talked to her. So, yeah. Okay, so, yeah, you did see it. Detention center or circus entrance? I'm gonna go detention center first. Oh, my sweeties! You mind hurrying up and getting You mind hurrying up and getting me out of this place? We're doing our best, Max. Just hang in there. A little while ago, some people from a local TV station came by. And since I'm a famed magician, they said, let's make your very own TV special. Really? What kind of TV special? Maximilian Galactica, the Great Prison Escape. It would be aired live. Hey, that sounds like it would be an awesome special. But if I do the special before I'm acquitted, they'll never let me out of here for real. Well, it would surely be an unnecessary addition to your troubles with the law. That's what I was thinking, but the production staff is already working on the show. If you don't get me out quick, I'll have no choice but to stage a real prison break. You seem awfully calm about that. You seem awfully calm about that possibility. I'd have no choice. It would be a contractual obligation. That's show business. The night of the crime, you didn't have to fly off into the sky, did you? Here's how everything went down, sweetie. At the time of the murder, I was sitting in the ringmaster's room. Not to mention, flying off into the sky is not just something I can do at will. I don't care what the stoogey clown says, it wasn't me. Max, do you mind teaching me the trick behind flying? You'll have to forgive me, sweetie. The difference between me and cheap imitation magicians is that I keep my mouth shut. I don't teach people tricks, but I will say this much. It's much harder than you think. I was thinking about this in court today. I've got a favor to ask of you. Anything for you, sweetie? Be friends with the other performers in the circus. Fabulous. Great joke. Why would I be friends with a bunch of hacks like them? But I've won on the world stage. I won the International Grand Prix. International Grand Prix? Performers should always look to perform on the world stage. But the performers at this circus are completely and utterly devoid of ambition. That is something that I can simply not tolerate. Ambition, huh? Something about that Max just said... Something about what Max said just rings true to my ears. Oh my, sweetie. Oh my. The fuck is that, eh? Oh my. My sweeties want to hear all about the Grand Prix, don't they? The Grand Prix. The Grand Prix. To be honest, though, I've told this story like 100 times already, so it's a bit boring. We're sorry to make you tell it again. You must not have heard me. I am really sick of telling this story. But what can you do? I'm Maximilian Galactica. I suppose I can tell it again. Voila! Here, take a look at this. I just happen to have a picture from the Grand Prix with me. Just look at that fabulous stage. That is the first stage that I ever flew on. I flew right over the audience. The crowd erupted into applause. At that time, I thought to myself, I could die right then and die a happy man. I'll never forget how I felt that night. The emotions, the acclaim. Wow. By the way, I think everyone who is a performer should get to experience that feeling. I just wish I could explain that to the other people in the circus. That's incredible, Max. I want a trophy too. I want a trophy too. Hey, Nick, how about you buy me a trophy? That's not how you earn a trophy, Maya. My sweeties, you can have this picture of my triumph. Just make sure you show it to the other people. Just make sure you show it to other... Just make sure you show it to the... Just make sure you show it to all the other members of the circus. Look and learn. Look and learn. That's what you should tell them. Learn how to get thrown in jail? I'm normally fabulous, but in this picture, I'm the king of the world. I even got a fabulous trophy and a super fabulous bust. And that's really cool. I wouldn't mind seeing your trophy someday. If you want to see one of my awards, you should just go to the cafeteria. The cafeteria? You mean the one inside the circus tent? Of course. Of course. The trophy isn't there, but the bust that I won is. It's in the cafeteria? We were just there yesterday. Nick, did you see a bust anywhere inside the cafeteria? Oh, the bust is supposed to be on that little pedestal thing. Okay. To the very big circus. Yup. You hear that? It sounds like two people arguing. All right, let's do it. All right, let's do it. Are you ready? Yes. Wait. Quit your whining. Let's just give this a shot already. All right. All right, let's go. Row, 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 row your boat. Row, row, row your boat. What are you doing? Gently down the stream. Come on, you know that. I'm trying my best, but Trilo, this just isn't going to work. Do you enjoy saying dumb things? You're going to have to be on your own someday. If you can't handle something as simple as this, what are you going to do then? Hello, Ben. Hello to you too, Trilo. What are you doing here? Can't you see we're on a secret crash training course? I'm sorry. Secret crash training? Whoa. Yes, Trilo wouldn't give up until I said we'd try out his idea for a new routine. So, we were trying to sing in a round for our new ventriloquism act. In a round? You can really do that? That's incredible. See? Even they are surprised by the idea. I told you. They're not the only ones. You even surprised me with your idea. Once we've got a grip on the basics, then it's just a matter of practice. You think so? Oh, I almost forgot. I wanted to give this back to you. Ah, there it is. Now that I've got this ring back, it's time to take one more shot at Regina. Does this motherfucker really believe that? You know, I don't even know. I don't fucking know. Just need to remind you. Well, this is already kind of weird, but, you know, at least the ages are, you know, at least he's not almost 20 years fucking older. I'm just grateful the clown isn't the one fucking proposing, okay? He's fucking 46. Fucking 30 years. Then we just got him. Who's her father. I don't even... I don't... The puppet is going to propose, not the ventriloquist. Totally different. Yeah. Yes, totally different. Totally fucking different. Excuse me. I wonder what he's looking at, huh? What is he looking at? And then... God damn it. I mean, look, I too would be thinking of sexy Squidward. Alright, that's enough. I know that you already testified in court today. You want to talk about what we saw, right? Yes. Well, at first we thought it was the old man. Rick Astley dead. Oh, God. I'm surprised you actually clipped that. Anyway. Well, at first we thought it was the old man. Just looking at his walk and how he acted. Right, Ben? Right, Ben? Huh? Oh, yeah, that's right. But then we said hello and didn't even get a reply. Not to mention he was draped in those gaudy symbols. What would you have thought if he wasn't wearing those symbols? What do you think, Ben? What? Oh, I would have thought it was the ringmaster. Something just isn't adding up here. I wonder who they really saw. I was hoping I could ask you about Regina. I'm completely serious about her. That's why I'm waiting for... That's why I'm waiting for... Fuck me. That's why I'm waiting for it to... Oh, no. Oh, God. I just said that. I just fucking said that. I didn't even fucking mean to say that. That was me making a comment of myself not being able to say the line. And then just fucking... That's why I'm waiting for her, even now. Really? That's so sweet. But if you really wanted to see Regina, shouldn't you check out the tent? You're not your max till you max out your Pepsi. Huh. You haven't got a clue about things, do you, sweetheart? Waiting like this is part of being in love. How so? If you had a clue, you would know that waiting is such sweet, wonderful torture. When your body aches for your partner's love, that's one of the best parts. Yeah, I knew that. Poor Maya. She's so red, she looks like a vine-ripe tomato. So, how is this new routine working out? Will you two just would you two just take a chill pill already? Our routines are secret. We're going to take the ventriloquism world by storm. It'll be a real revolution. That sounds incredible. But let me make one thing clear. We're not going to take on the world just because that jerk said we would. That jerk? Next Galactica. Performers should aim for the world. What does he think he is? Who does he think he is? Trilo, you seem to really be fired up about all this. He needs to realize that he isn't the only one who can conquer the world stage. You're right. Mark my words. I, Trilo Quist, will win the Grand Prix. You're the man now, doll. Row, row, row your boat will be the key to glorious victory. Not to rain your parade, but wouldn't a more mature song be best? Hey, you gotta start somewhere, right? Don't screw this up. You gotta be a part of this too. Would you mind taking a look at this? It's. I guess we won't need you to look at this after all. I mean, I guess not. Oh, it's you two. You look like you've just got hit by a truck. You look like you just got hit by a truck. Shouldn't you get some rest? I'm taking a rest right now, pal. I've been listening to some crazy clown's life story. Miss Von Karma told me to come down here and do this for her. Yeah, I figured as much. Let me tell you something, pal. Listening to that old clown sucks all your energy. Every time he's done talking, he looks at you like you should be doing something. He looks the same thing. He really does. He always looks like he's been hit by a truck. Oh, God. I think he's waiting for you to laugh at his jokes. I know that, pal. You have any idea how much your face hurts if you fake laughing that much? And Jessica really set you up bad this time, didn't she? If you ask me, she should be listening to Mo herself. No way, pal. You're not gonna get me to backbite a woman with a whip. No way. Why are you defending her? Prosecutor Von Karma's always got her eyes on us. And every time you definitely don't want her to show up, poof, there she is. Don't show up, don't show up, don't show up, don't show up, don't show up. Looks like she's wounded him. Looks like she's wound him up pretty tight. She's directly above us as we speak. Huh? How's that possible? According to the clown, the culprit jumped from here and disappeared into the sky. If that's what happened, it means the killer passed right by this window, pal. Oh, I see. Who lives in that room behind the window up there? The acrobat's got his room up on the third floor, it seems. Pretty soon, Miss Von Karma's gonna start her investigation up there. So don't get any ideas of going up to the acrobat's room. Got it, pal? Jessica Von Karma. Once she's done with her investigation, I think I'll go up there and check it out. Mo. 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 Right, I thought she was a helicopter in the sky. That makes no sense. She's fucking in like a one-man helicopter. It's a pedal helicopter. I'm flying! Ah, crap! Oh, this is bad. I think that was from, I think that's from that's bullshit, what is it, Idiot Box? Gmod Idiot Box? Yeah. I forgot what it was called for a second. Like, wait, it's called Idiot Box, isn't it? Mo's not here. If he was here, you would have been able to tell even before you stepped into his room. I'm sure you would have heard him laughing away. What do you think he's laughing at when he's all by himself? I always thought he was just thinking up new jokes. He must really love his work. The big top. Time to go to the big top and suck. December 29, very big circus. Huh? Where's Regina? I don't know. If she's with that tiger, I don't want to find out. Let's hurry up and get out of here. Nick, you're kind of a chicken, aren't you? No. I'm just, allergic to wild tigers. All right! Welcome to the wonderful, the fabulous, the cafeteria. Yikes, he's in an awfully good mood. All right, you know what time it is? Riddle time. Why does everyone cry when they eat Mexican pizza? Come on, you can answer this, it's easy. Because cafeteria Mexican pizza is possibly a weapon of bowel destruction? Buzz! Wrong, try again. Okay, what do you think, girly? I got it. Okay, what is your answer? Because they are in cafe... Because they are in the cafeteria. Exactly! It's an incredibly sad place, that cafe. But if that wasn't funny. It wasn't funny. I did it. What's going on? He's being too nice. This is strange. There's nothing on top of this stand. Look here, Max is written on it. It must be his VIP table. Yeah, I think that's where the bust is supposed to be. Today's been a really crazy day, hasn't it? You were telling me. I didn't think it was going to be so tough. Tough? Yeah, it was a tough crowd. That's what you call a crowd that refuses to laugh. For instance, it was such a tough crowd this morning, I had to smash watermelons. I told them all a great story and even greater jokes, but no one busted out laughing. You even used the famed no shoes, no shirt, no service joke. Exactly! How can you not laugh at stunning comedy like that? Are you 100% sure about your testimony today? What I saw what I saw, I swear. That creep just flew through the air. It wasn't exactly flying per se, it was more like floating. The silhouette of his face made me positive it was Max. I don't see a Cyclock. He must be telling the truth. The bust! The bust! The Max bust! The bust of Max! That's what he saw! he saw that. I can see my neurons firing up on that one. I mean, that's an obvious one. Ah, not this picture. He showed it to you guys too. Huh? You've seen it as well? Well, you know what they say about Maximilian Galactica? He really gets around. Oh yeah, he didn't just show me the picture. What do you mean? He showed me his bust, too. I know it's the bust. I know it's the bust. Like, you know, statue. Just, you know, bust. It's just... Okay. He showed me his bust, too. Let me tell you, that thing is enormous. Those things are enormous. That thing is... That thing is enormous. That joke is better than any joke he's made in a decade. Yeah. And he didn't even intend for that to be a fucking joke. It's in the picture, I think. He'd make us worship it every day. He made us bow to his greatness. He's got a big bust. I wouldn't mind hearing more about Max's bust. Not that I'm into that. Not that I'm into that sort of thing. But I got a toilet. Give me a sec. Please. Oh. All right. Ow. 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 Okay. Max's bust should be on that small table over there. There's nothing over there. Really? Oh, yeah. When was it? I'd say about 5 days ago. All of a sudden, the bust disappeared. It disappeared? If you want to see it, there's a photo of there's a photo on the bulletin board over there. Max just had to put the picture up. Hey, this thing is really cool. Nick, I want someone to make a bust of me. Sure, as long as I'm not paying for it. Aww. I'm sure that's not important to me. Yeah. Is there anything else that's changed about this place? No, nothing's changed that I can see. I wonder if he's actually thinking about this, or if he is setting up a bad joke. Nope, I'm drawing a blank here. A quiet mow is a good mow in my book. I guess there really aren't any other things that have changed.
A bust of you, Maya? Maya, what bust do you have?
Gotta! Your sister, on the other hand, that's a different story. Oh, God. Well, there is this one teensy tiny thing that does seem different. Tell us. Well, on the morning of the crime, over on that bulletin board, this piece of paper was posted front and center. Piece of paper? It's torn, so I don't know what it said, but I could see its title. Yikes! It says, "To the murderer." Murderer? Yep, that's what it says, but the rest of it has been ripped off. And I don't know who posted it. When did you find this? The morning before the murder. Before the murder? Yes, the ringmaster was killed the night after this paper was discovered. Who in the world posted this thing? Didn't Maya joke about that? Nick, I think we better follow up on this important lead. I hate this fucking clown so much. The morning of the murder. This was posted up on the bulletin board. That's around when Max clunked Ben over the head. Sorry, I hadn't remembered it until now. It was torn down before anyone really paid any attention to it. So, you don't know what was written on it, do you? Unfortunately, I don't. But I bet you they would know. Who are they? Max and Ben. They were here before me. They were here before me that morning. The big top. The big Tupperware. Alright. So. Oh, God damn it! I just... Let's see if there's anything in here. Max and the ringmaster had their talk in this room. That could have been when the ringmaster put on Max's costume and went outside. Why'd he do that anyway? Was it really that cold or something? Yeah, like I said, I think it has it has some similarities to the third case in the first game. In that a person wore the costume of someone and, you know, was thereby framed. Murder itself, seems the same, but the witnesses are interesting. Yeah. So it's probably going to be a similar thing where, the ringmaster intended to frame Max for murder, but then he got murdered. I think that's probably what's going to happen. And the ringmaster wasn't the one that was supposed to be murdered. At least that's, you know, that's my theory. This is where we find out that one girl is actually a mafia boss. We find out that, yeah, it's his daughter. I mean, her reaction to her father dying... wasn't really, you know, conventional. Okay, hang on. I'm at this situation again. Move lodging house, move big top cafeteria. Okay, detention center. Do you know anything about this note? The morning of the murder, it was posted on the wall in the cafeteria. I do know about that note. I do know all about that note. When I read it, my heart suddenly skipped a beat. Your heart skipped a beat? While I was enjoying my morning tea, the ringmaster and company entered the room. And company? I guess it wasn't really a company, it was just the ringmaster and my sweetie pie. When the ringmaster read the note, he turned an incredible bright red. All of a sudden, he tore it off the wall and shoved it into the pocket of his tailcoat. Really? Out of curiosity, what in the world was written on that thing? Let's see. Uh-huh. Oh, I don't want to steal the fun from my sweeties. Go and find out on your own. I'm sure you can find it somewhere. You might also want to ask my sweetie pie princess. Okay. That's what the piece of paper he was referring to, like yesterday. Hey, do you see that? There's a scrap of paper shoved in the pocket of the tailcoat. You know, I've got a feeling I know what that is. I bet that's the other half of the note that Mo gave us. And let's hurry up and check this thing out, Nick. I knew it. It fits perfectly with the other piece. What does it say? What does it say? What does it say? To the murderer, I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Meet me at 10 p.m. tonight at the Lodging House Plaza. Tonight at 10 p.m.? That's when the murder took place. Now we need to find out who called out the ringmaster. Well. Could go to the cafeteria. Telling jokes in a murder trial is also not conventional. What? Mo's gone. There's a message on the bulletin board. I'm hungry, so I'm off to get some hamburgers. Love, Mo. Hamburger. Just thinking about it's making me hungry. I wonder what the original was. Maybe it was like ramen. Ramen. Something like that. Like, you know, well, in Japanese, of course, you know, which would be, I guess, just, ramen. So, what would you like for lunch? We got ramen, and raw men. What the fuck is wrong with me? What the fuck is wrong with me? Okay. That's enough about that. Just thinking about it is making me hungry. Just thinking about it is making me hungry. All of a sudden I need a burger. All of a sudden I need a burger bad. All of a sudden I need a new partner bad. That's not very nice, Phoenix. Oh, look, it's Gumshoe again. Hey, Detective Gumshoe. I'm sure you did a good job as usual. Well, I am done with the investigation of the acrobat, finally. But with Miss Von Karma... Nick, what is that? Nick, what is that? That beeping sound. It's Miss Von Karma. Huh? Every time I hear that sound, she's usually not very far behind. Some sort of pager or something? If you don't mind, pal, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Quick. See you, pal. I didn't know that Gumshoe could run that fast. So much for being a flat foot. So much for being a flat foot. Never seen a grown man so afraid of a girl still in her teens. Well, let's go inside. It's freezing out here. The wind's... Ow! He's biting his lashes from a whip. Von Karma. She really did appear. It was a real battle today in court, wasn't it, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Did you have to jump out and scare us like that? Well, what can I do for you? Tomorrow will be the day my dream finally comes true. You mean the story of my defeat at your hands making the national news? National news? You possess such a small sense of scale. The global news, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Your miserable plight will be known internationally. I think she might be overestimating the importance of a win by just a smidge. I think she might be overestimating the importance of a win by just a smidge. Miss Von Karma, it appears that you got your hands... Miss Von Karma, it appears you got your hands onto something big, huh? I'm amazed you picked up on that much. Anyone could. You couldn't hide that look of victory with 10 paper bags in your head. I've got conclusive evidence and a conclusive witness. Need any more hints? A conclusive witness? You must mean the acrobat, right? I'm putting in the summons room to be called as a witness as we speak. It's the final nail in your coffin, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Yeah, I get it already. You want to beat and destroy me. I can't worry about her. I've got to try and find out more information myself. Why do you keep giving Nick the evil eye? It doesn't matter if you prove the defendant guilty tomorrow. It doesn't matter if you prove the defendant guilty tomorrow. Nothing will be able to bring your dad back. My dad? You must mean the esteemed Manfred von Karma. Of course, your dad. I know you miss him. Enough out of you. One more word and you'll get a mouthful of whip. Now, when did I ever bring up my papa's name in this, or any other conversation? Then what's this revenge thing you're talking about? You wouldn't understand, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I have to see him again one more time. Him? I'm sure you know to whom I refer. Miles Edgeworth. What? Edgeworth? Mr. Edgeworth? Miles Edgeworth? Miles Edgeworth. Why would you even bring him up? You haven't forgotten, have you? Do you know who it was that trained the gifted prosecutor Miles Edgeworth? Manfred von Karma. Exactly right. It was my papa. That means that Edgeworth was... right again. Miles was like a little brother to me. Huh? Little brother? But Edgeworth and Nick are the same age. Edgeworth. The man who inspired me to become an attorney. I fought against him in a few cases. But a little after that case was over, he vanished. Except it wasn't, it was after another case that was over, but of course this was before the the DS game. This was before the port to the DS was, had come out. It's your fault he's gone. Huh? It's the truth, isn't it, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Nick, what does she mean? Edgeworth was never quite the same after that case, and then the case after that one. He never set foot into court again. And then one day, he just vanished. All he left was a simple note at the prosecutor's office. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death. That was 1 year ago. It was a few months after you left to go back home. Mr. Edgeworth, he's dead? I don't believe it. He's still alive. I'm sure of it. Somewhere in this world, he's still alive. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death. Of course he did. You ruined his reputation as a prosecutor. You effectively killed the prosecutor in him. Just like your victory muddied the honorable name Von Karma. I'm going to find him. And then I'm going to teach him his rightful place with my own 2 hands. Nick, about Mr. Edgeworth? Maya, I already told you this once. Don't make me do it again. Don't bring up his name in front of me again, okay? Nick? Miss Von Karma? What? I don't know if you're a god's gift to prosecutors or not, but I've had about enough out of you. Him too. What in the world happened? This dog is all bark and no bite. He's already been defeated. Regardless, I have nothing to inform you two. I have nothing to inform you two of today. Tomorrow will be the greatest courtroom battle this country has ever seen. Nick? Let's go. We need to talk with a performer on the 3rd floor. I'm sorry I brought it up, Nick. You got an acrobat in a wheelchair. You got an acrobat in a wheelchair. Yeah, it's like having a paraplegic lap dancer. You know. He probably does insane handstands. Maybe he lands on his hands. Lands on his lands. Yes, he lands on his lands. Given the fact that he's got like this Native American looking fucking face paint. He lands on his lands. I land on my lands. How the fuck, what kind of voice am I gonna give this guy? God damn. You must be Phoenix Wright. You must be Phoenix Wright. Yes. Pleased to meet you. I'm Ken... Dingling! What the fuck kind of name? Ken Dingling. Alright. Maybe it's, maybe, he's, Dingling. Ken Dingling. Ken Dingling. Ken Dingling? My ding-a-ling. The translation team really saw Mr. Dingling and was just like, we give up. Well, I don't even know what he was originally fucking called. That's the thing. Ken Dingling. You know what? I'm gonna find this out. I'm gonna find this shit out right now. I want you to play with my ding-a-ling. I want you to play with my ding-a-ling. I want you to play with my precious. My precious. Love next door. What the fuck is wrong with me? What the fuck is wrong? Can I please just stop this shit? Oh, god damn it. Okay. Oh, fuck. Okay. What is his original name? Oh, God. Daisuke Kinoshita. That's his original name in Japanese. Daisuke Kinoshita. Or Kinoshita. You know, Kinoshita. Daisuke Kinoshita. Kinoshita Daisuke. Okay. Apparently, it's a nod to the real-life Kinoshita Dai Circus in Japan. Okay, that makes sense. Daisuke, because Kinoshita Dai. Yeah, that's another play on words. Yep. Kinoshita Dai Circus. Yeah, Daisuke Kinoshita. Well, hang on, it says Daisaku. Was it Daisuke or Daisaku? Daisaku. I got no idea. And they thought Dingling was the best name for a Western audience. Apparently. Apparently. I'm Ken Dingling. Ken Dingling. Name is Dingling. What fucking localizer came up with this name? Dingling. You know what? You could have made a play on words, huh? You could have made a play on words. I don't know what the fuck Ken Dingling is. You could have went Ken Tumbler. Right? Tumblr, as in Tumbler. At least that would have been more fucking, like, you know... Hell, Ken McFly. Like... Anyway. Pleased to meet you. I'm Ken Dingling. But here at the circus, everyone just calls me Acro. Here at the circus, everyone just calls me Acro. Mr. Acro? Mr. Acro. How do you know my name? The detective told me. He said you'd definitely show up here. Acro, you're a member of this circus as well? That's right. I mainly performed on the tightrope or the flying trapeze. But nowadays, all I perform is in my wheelchair. All I perform in is my wheelchair. Acro, why did you join the circus? When I was a kid, my parents failed miserably at business. And then one night, they decided to run away from it all without me. The only person who was willing to take my parents' place was the ringmaster. The ringmaster took such incredible care of me. He was truly a lifesaver. It seems like the ringmaster was truly a saint. He was. That's why I decided to do something very important. I decided that I would devote my entire life to finding a way to repay him. And now, look how someone repaid him for all the good in his life. It's such a shame. Sometimes I think that he was almost too kind. Perhaps he was too kind to his performers. Perhaps he was too kind to his daughter. I wonder if he spoiled Regina. Regina is so cute. She's truly a princess. Truly a princess? Are you sure that's a good thing? Do I detect a hint of grudge against Regina? I'm sorry to ask, but why are you in a wheelchair? The nerves in my legs were badly damaged. And you can't walk now? I can't even stand now. And since I live on the 3rd floor, I can't even leave this building myself. That's awful. The accident happened during an acrobatics session, right? Cyclops. It doesn't seem like Acro's injuries were acrobatic in nature. What's on your mind, Mr. Wright? Well, exactly when were you injured? It's been almost 6 months since I was hurt. I injured my legs during practice. 6 months ago? What in the world went on at this circus then? I stopped by yesterday and noticed that you weren't in your room. I was at the hospital all day yesterday. Ah, you went there for rehabilitation? What about the murder? Of course I knew about it. I spoke with the police before they allowed me to go into the hospital. Before I got the call from the prosecutor, I was convinced that it was all a dream. Huh? I just couldn't believe it. When I saw what I saw. What you saw? Geez, that sounded really ominous. What'd you see, Acro? That night, I was in bed sleeping when I heard a huge sound coming from below my window. I see. The scene of the crime was right below your window. And that's when I looked out the window. What'd you see? He was in bed. He looked out the window. His bed's right over fucking here. The window's right over there. This motherfucker can walk. This motherfucker can walk. This motherfucker can goddamn walk. He is putting on the act. He is putting on the act. Stand up, motherfucker. Come on. Oh no! Oh, he fell over. Oh dear. Oh, pity you can't use your legs, hey? Pity you can't feel your feet because apparently you've had an accident. You can't feel your legs, huh? What if I put this pin in your foot? Oh. He didn't even react. What if I put this other pin? He just still didn't react. Your Honor, I would like a retrial? So it's the trick he rolls out on stage and stands up and leaves. Is his acrobatic ability standing? Oh, fuck. Oh, God. Oh, that would be interesting. Oh, shit. Whoops. Didn't mean to press that. What did you see? Okay, he didn't get out of bed apparently, but heck, he moved his legs somehow. He's moved his fucking legs. Just how injured are you? Hmm? He was flying straight up into the air. He was flying straight up in the air. He was flying straight up into the air. He? Maximilian Galactica. What? What? That's what I thought he'd say. You're absolutely positive it was Max you saw flying? I'm absolutely sure. There's no doubt in my mind. Nick? What's this? And that's what we want to know. It was posted in the cafeteria the morning before the murder. In the cafeteria? What happened? He suddenly looks incredibly serious. If it's got something to do with her, then you should go straight to the source. Her? Regina. Regina. Ask her about it. None of us question that orangutan poster. Nah. Well, we want to question that, huh? The very big circus. Even. Even. The fucking, the lion. The brave lion from Wizard of Oz. You mean Dorothy from the was? Yes, that Dorothy. I bet I could drink her under the rainbow. Little bitch. Fucking hell. That's, that's actually from a ventriloquist. I was in a bucket. Yeah, but how'd you get in there? Yeah. You do kids' parties? Yeah, your free birthday cake and MILF. You mean milk? Yeah, that too. Anyway, I've got a bad feeling about this. Even. Yeah, Nick. Wonderful. Today's special must be Filet-O-Phoenix. Stay. Heal. Oh, Maya. Nick, it's you guys. I'm sorry. I guess I made a mistake. A mistake? Yeah, a little one. I was thinking of teaching whatever primate was out there a lesson. But I was expecting more of a monkey than a human. A monkey? It's a pity about what happened to the ringmaster. Dad? Everyone loved him, didn't they? He must have been quite a man. He was. I love my dad so much. I hate to say it, but she doesn't seem all that broken up about her father. That's why I feel so lonely. Now that I won't be able to see him for a while. For a while? Yeah. When Leon died, I talked with my dad, so he told me that when someone dies, they just become a star in the heavens. Star? That means that my dad is looking down on me from the sky. That's why I love the night. That's why I love the night so much. I can see everyone who's gone. When someone dies, they just become a star in the heavens? That's kind of sweet. And I bet you there's no way that Maya believes that. What do you mean there's no way I believe that? You think that one day I'll be a star too? Of course. You really think so? You really think so? Yeah, you will, I think. I've got a feeling that everyone's doing great up there in the sky. I wonder if everything's alright with Regina. Just to go back and clear something up, why'd you want to teach Money a lesson? Because he's a meanie. He's got something that means a lot to me. Something that means a lot to you? It must be something shiny, right? Actually, it's a stage costume. It's got lots of spangles. It's really beautiful. You should see it. We should? When the costume gets hit by the sunlight, by the spotlight, it dazzles. Hey, Mr. Attorney. Huh? If you saw that monkey, you'd get my costume back from me, wouldn't you? It's really important to me. Leave it all up to us. Guess there's no turning down that request. Yay! You're really gonna do it! Regina, have you ever seen this before? I know what this is. I know what this is. Really? Well, it was in my pocket for a while. It was in your pocket? This piece of paper was in your pocket? I guess I noticed it. I guess I noticed it was in there around breakfast time. Breakfast time? Yeah, I always take Acro his breakfast in the morning. That's when I also take out the trash in his room. Then I'd go to the cafeteria and eat my own breakfast. And that's when you realized the piece of paper was in your pocket? Yep, but since I'm not a murderer, I just figured it belonged in someone else's pocket. And then what? I wondered if the person who lost it was in trouble, so... You didn't put it on the bulletin board in the cafeteria, did you? I did! I stuck it up there. How'd you know? So it was Regina who put it up there. When did this happen? The morning of the murder, I think. That explains a lot. I wonder who wrote this. You know, given the fact that, she's, like, been sheltered all her life and she actually believes, like, the circus is just her life. Because Mo told us as much, you know, yeah, he's trying to be a funny fucker and he's, you know, we all hate him, but at the very least he does tell the truth. It's just, he's fucking annoying. But yeah. I think she's innocent. I think she's innocent. She's very naive and very, very sheltered. So, yeah. Just do not put her on the stand. We might have to corroborate evidence. I don't know. We'll see. It's Acro. He's in his room today. He is in his room today? Is he in his room today? Yes. Yeah, he is. We just came back from meeting with him. I hope his legs get better soon. Acro's so incredible. Especially on the trapeze. Okay, I guess he isn't just, like, permanently disabled. He just can't walk at the moment. Quote, unquote. Trapeze is that the trapeze is that enormous swing hanging from the top of the tent, right? Yep, that's it. I really want to see him up there again. Acro the Acrobat. This might be the least trustworthy amount of witnesses in any of these cases, and the last trial had 2 of the 3 witnesses participants of the crime. Yeah. That's strange. Acro doesn't seem to have very many nice things to say about Regina. Regina seems to like Acro just fine. Yeah, I think this guy's the murderer. He's the murderer. It might have been an accident. It might have been an accident. He probably was trying to kill Max and accidentally killed Russell. And we're gonna find out exactly what happened with his legs. Lieutenant Dan, you ain't got no legs! Except it's Lieutenant Can. You got legs and you're injured. That doesn't even sound like Forrest Gump, but you know. You know, it almost seems like it almost seems like there should be a fucking don't forget motif. It almost right? Ba-ba-ba-bum. Yep. It almost sounds like there should be a fucking don't forget me motif. I fucking... Why does this keep happening to me? I wonder if we'll both go insane before chapter 5. I wonder if there's gonna be a fucking circus world at all. That'd be great as a you know. That'd be great as a dark world, circus world. Whose house can it be? We'll just make it. We'll make it. I don't know. The cats, no. Metatron. Yeah. Metatron. The fuck? Why is my brain do... Metaton. There we go. Not Metatron, Metaton. I don't know why we're Metatron. The fuck was my brain doing? I think I combined several fucking things there. Megatron. I think my brain went to fucking Megatron and combined Metaton with Megatron. Metatron is Megatron's twin brother who's gay and has a social media following. Oh, God. Ah, man. That's Pepper, isn't it? From the cafeteria? Huh? It's from the cafeteria? It's not. I remember seeing it there. So this was the cafeteria's Pepper. You know, I'm not a big fan of Pepper. Alright, what now? I'm gonna look at the... Oh, apparently... Regina. Regina. She's cool, isn't she? And can you believe such a cute girl is an animal tamer? And can you believe such a cute girl is an animal tamer? It seems animals are not the only thing she tames. Huh? Max the ringmaster. Max the ringmaster, Ben. She's got them all under her thumb. What do you mean by that? Maybe I went a bit overboard. It's just Regina's innocence. She was incredibly sheltered as a child. I'd say it seems that way. That's why she can be so cruel. What? Regina is just like the animals she claims to tame. She's innocent. Thus, she can be cruel. I wonder what happened between Acro and Regina. Okay. Okay, Mo. We gotta see Mo. Mo. Oh yeah, we should probably check how old he is. Mo's not here. I didn't even, yeah, 26, okay. Not Mo! What's that? I hear something. Stop it, Nick. You're scaring me. Ooh, ooh, ooh. 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 sounds like a fucking, like a gnome. Nick, it's money. That monkey's holding something. That's it. That's the thing that means a lot to Regina, remember? All right, time to take on this monkey attorney style. Stay, money, stay. Ooh. Ooh. Hey, it's working. Sound like he was confused at the end of that. Ooh. Stay. Ah! Yikes! Ah! I knew that acting like Regina would do the trick. I knew that acting like Regina would do the trick. Nick, you... I swiped it while money was distracted. Wow, you're really on the ball today, Nick. Let me see it. Let me see it. Let me see it. Huh? You can see it fine from where you are. You know what I mean? I really want to try on Regina's costume. Maybe then they'll take you into the circus and I can get some peace and quiet. What's the matter now? Doesn't fit me at all. Oh well. Guess it's time for you to lay off the burgers. Not to mention it doesn't look like something any girl I know would actually wear. Did he just call Maya fat? He just called Maya fat. He called Maya fat. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh fucking boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Phoenix, you do not want to go there, my boy. Here you go, Regina. Yay, thank you. You really got it back for me. Don't mention it. I love you, Mr. Attorney. It's nothing. No wonder guys melt into mush in front of this girl. Hey, Regina.
Don't touch my man.
Oh, God. Fuck. Whew. Okay. That costume is yours, right? I tried it on, but it didn't fit me. Huh? This costume? This isn't mine. It was Leon's. Leon's? You know, the lion she told us about. Oh, the one that someone killed. Leon. He was killed, wasn't he? That's right. My dad killed him. Why? Well, Leon did something really bad during practice. During practice? Leon was sitting down and then he opened his mouth. You know, gaw. Gaw. Uh-huh. Usually when he did that, I would put my head into his mouth. Uh-huh. Wait, you put your head into a lion's mouth? I sure did. The people in the crowd always loved seeing me do that. They'd always start screaming. You sure they were screaming because they loved seeing you do that? Anyways, what was the bad thing? Oh yeah, Leon bit someone during that practice. Regina, everything was alright though, right? No, it wasn't alright. That was the problem. My dad was incredibly angry. And that's when Leon... Yeah. That's when he became a star in the sky. Poor thing. Okay. The animal shows lion shot by a ringmaster 6 months ago for biting a performer. Well then. Okay, I gotta see how this turned out because it was loud. Yay, thank you! You really got it back for me. Don't mention it. I love you, Mr. Attorney. It's nothing. No wonder guys melt into mush in front of this girl. Hey, Regina.
Don't touch my man.
Okay. Oh, I never knew it actually turned out like that. Wow. Sounds great.
Don't touch my man.
Fucking hell. Oh, God. Okay. It's like a joke in Gumball. Shit. Okay. Big top cafeteria. Something smells fantastic. So we know it can't be Mo. Wait, I know what it is. It's burgers. Hello. Welcome to the Bistro du Cirque, aka the cafeteria. It smells so good in here. And those burgers look great. She's drooling like she's some sort of crazed burger monster. My burgers are the best. A juicy meat, toasted buns, special sauce.
Mo, what is the fucking special sauce? What is the special sauce? You better tell us what's in the special sauce. I don't trust you, you fucking clown! You think I'm fucking laughing? You think I'm laughing, you cunt? You clunt! I'm saying this through my teeth. I have not moved my teeth once.
I can make some special sauce. Legit, I can make some special burger sauce. I mean, I'm not telling you the secret. But it involves sauces, some sauces, and it involves gherkins and some pickle juice. Yeah, try to figure that one out. Anyway. Or gherkins, pickle, whatever you want. Gherkin relish, pickle relish, whatever you want to call it. That's all I'll say. They're absolutely irresistible to anyone with a hankering for a burger. One bite will send you into hamburger heaven. I bet. I can tell by the smell. Well, I'm getting hungry too. Those burgers must have some kind of special power. Now that the ringmaster is gone, what are you going to do? That's all I've thought about the past 2 days. Everyone loved Russell. You've heard Acro's story, haven't you? Like how he was adopted when he was younger? He's calmed down a bit now, but he was livid when he heard about the murder. Acro was so upset that he said he couldn't go on. He was that upset. Yes, he was. Anyways, I gave it some thought. Maybe I should give up on trying to be a half-baked clown. I've been thinking of trying on the ringmaster's shoes. What? Really? Max would still be an issue, though. Max? He may be a bit mean and hard to work with, but it's hard to argue his importance. He's probably the reason the circus is still around. A lot of what he says is right. No. All that's left is to see if everyone can get over the tragedy. You know. Tragedy? You know? What is he talking about? Get over what tragedy, Mo? Huh? Don't worry about it. It's nothing. It's nothing. Nothing at all. You must mean the tragic death of the ringmaster, right? Yes, that's it. You're right, girly. Dang. Dang, dang, dang. Dang, dang, dang. Correctamundo. Doesn't he mean ding? Dang, dang, dang. Mo, I mean no disrespect here, but are you lying to us? No, not at all. What makes you think that? Just the way you said if everyone can get over the tragedy seemed a bit strange. Sounded like you were talking about something from a long time ago. Mo, I'm right, aren't I? Haha. So now we're getting close to the truth. It was about 6 months ago. It was just a little accident. Give me a break. It was just a few months ago. It was just a little accident. Give me a break. Us old men have accidents. I wear big pants for a reason. 6 months ago, wait, who said? Fuck, who said what? Because it sounded like he was responding to Phoenix for a second. A traumatic event the clown doesn't make a tasteless joke about. Must be bad. Yeah. 6 months ago, eh? Get over it! Apparently we have enough, so we can present the Magatama. Get over it? Mo, please tell us what happened 6 months ago. What in the world went on in this circus? Okay. There's no need to look so scary when you ask me. Hey, look over here, some juicy burgers. Let's eat instead. Unfortunately, I'm more of a grilled chicken sandwich man myself. Grilled chicken sandwich. I know. Whenever I see the word sandwich, I don't think of, you know, burger bread with chicken on it. I think of a fucking, like, square bread with, like, chicken on it, you know? Like Wonder Bread. I'm more of a chicken burger man myself. Grilled chicken sandwich. It's just weird reading it. I know it's American, you know. You Americans need to change the definition of that. Unfortunately, I'm more of a grilled chicken sandwich man myself. Actually, I've kind of got an idea of what happened back then. Mo, you said something about an accident. Repo just announced a new item, an item to rev players without the checkpoints. What? Oh, God damn it. Excuse me. I heard a little bit about it from Regina. Leon made a mistake during a practice, right? How did you... I told them so many times. You shouldn't be doing such dangerous acts. Like putting her head inside putting her head inside Leon's mouth, right? Yeah, but Regina believed in Leon. She believed so strongly that the ringmaster went along. He never could say no to her. Out of curiosity, who was bitten? Come on, Mo, don't clamp up on me now. Who did Leon bite on the head? Well, I promised I wouldn't say anything. You promised? He's involved in this too. He's involved, huh? Mo must be talking about... Mo, is this the person that you promised you wouldn't say anything? It must have been Acro, right? How did you know? Don't worry about that, Mo. Getting to the bottom of this accident may help solve what happened to the ringmaster. No way. I need to know the truth about what happened to Russell. Please tell me what you know. I'm sorry, Acro. Hey. Nope, I didn't hit Zelda. Get over it. It's just like you said, you know, the accident. Did someone die? No, but it would have probably been better if he had. What? How would it have been better? He's still alive. But then he got bit. He suffered massive brain damage. He'll never recover from the coma he's in. Coma? All he does now is lie in his bed at the hospital. And that's all because he's ever going to be able to do. I see. How is he related to Acro? He's his brother. Huh? The person who got bit was Acro's brother. Brother? They were an acrobat team of brothers. Acro and Bat. Acro and Bat. Acro and Bat. Creative. Cute nicknames, I thought. Anyways, they were an incredible team. Cut down together in their prime. Who is Acro's younger brother? Sean Dingling. This motherfucker shares my name. Alright. Sean Dingling, but everyone always called him Bat. He fell in love with Regina. Trying to win her love was his downfall. Everyone seems to fall in love with Regina. Everyone seems to fall in love with Regina. Showing the Dingling guy. Fuck me. I'll show you my Dingling. 6 months ago, we were practicing. All of a sudden, Bat blurts out, "Let me perform with Leon." Why'd he do that? I don't know, but that's what caused the accident. I'll never forget that moment. It was so strange. Leon had the weirdest look on his face. He was smiling. You mean Leon? Yes, Leon. When he bit down, he was smiling. Some sick grin. No way. That's impossible. A smirking lion? A flying murderer? Why does it seem that it's always Mo who catches all these incredible events? Nick, can lions smile? We never told the police about the incident. The circus would have been shut down if we had. The next day, the ringmaster took Leon out and shot him with a rifle. So that's what really happened? Well, you guys were so serious. What was I supposed to do? I had to tell you. But all this truthfulness has put me in a mood for burgers. It put me in a mood for a burger. Here, you two have some pepper. Shaka, 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 shaka. There he goes again, acting like his normal crazy self. Nice. What a wonderful sneeze. Huh? Do you think so? You sneeze with pepper and slip on a banana peel? That's basic clownmanship. Curly, I know you gotta understand that. Nick, I think I'd make a good clown. Other than Regina, I've never seen a cuter sneezer. Does Regina sneeze with pepper too? She does. Bat would always tease her with pepper. But Bat? From my point of view, those two always looked so perfect together. They looked perfect together, huh? He's 22.
You would make a great clone, Maya. Nothing's funnier than you're the size of your bust.
Just... Alright, Acro's room. Oops. Ah, Mr. Wright. Back again, I see. Well, he did say I'll be back. Wait, or was that someone else? We're back because Acro's hiding why his legs were injured. He was hurt in the accident 6 months ago. It would seem that he knows what we know. Well, well, it seems you've got things you want to talk about so far away. Magatama time. Magatama time. Magatama time. That kind of works. About the wheelchair. I have to ask you how you were injured. I'm sorry, I thought we talked about this. It was an accident that happened during practice. An accident during practice? Yes, unfortunately, acrobats are prone to all sorts of injuries. He's lying. He's lying. If that were the real cause, he'd have no reason to keep it secret. Acro, are you really telling me that a practice accident was the cause of your injury? Leon. 6 months ago, you were attacked by the lion. That's when you were injured. I know I'm on the right track. I just need to keep going. I know I'm on the right track. I just have to keep going. You're saying that I was attacked by a lion? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright, but I'm an acrobat. I'm an acrobat? I'm an acrobat. I'm no animal tamer. If a lion was coming at me, I'd be running for the exit. Okay, maybe attacked is not the best word to be using. So let me rephrase that as battled the lion. You seem to enjoy telling jokes. Why would I decide to battle a lion? Because you had to fight it. You had to fight it to save someone. But it was a shame what happened to your brother 6 months ago. You tried to save him, didn't you? That's how you got that terrible injury. Mo, he must have told you. Yes, we learned about Bat from Mo. But he didn't mention anything about you in regards to the accident. I suppose it was just a slip of the tongue on his part. That's how I figured it out. A slip of the tongue. Anyways, they were an incredible team, cut down together in their prime. Cut down together. That was where he slipped. That's how I figured it out. You two ended up at the center of the same accident together. You two ended up at the center of the same accident together, like always. I see. But an accident is an accident. It wasn't anyone's fault. I still haven't broken Acro's last psych lock. This must be one incredibly deep-seated secret. It wasn't anyone's fault. Do you care to explain more? Acro, I know you are still holding something from me. Maybe someone you don't seem to like much is the reason you're being evasive. Regina. You always seem calm and collected until you start talking about her. Saying things like she's cruel. Well done, Mr. Attorney. You've got quite the set of eagle eyes. You know, her tiger tried to attack me. Regent tried to attack you? Twice. He wasn't serious, I'm sure. You're not trying to insinuate that I believe she spurred... You're not trying to insinuate that I believe she spurred on Leon to attack Bat, are you? Leon was never taught a command to attack people. Regina isn't capable of doing anything like that. Besides, Regina had no reason to want to hurt my little brother. Regina and Bat were such good friends back then. But you still hate Regina. I've got proof of it. What are you talking about? Oh, maybe I overdid it again. But if I can hand something over to Acro, maybe he'll... Here's proof that you had it out for Regina all along. This. Where did you get it? Regina posted on the bulletin board in the cafeteria. Before that, it was in her pocket.
I guess I noticed it. I guess I noticed it was in there around breakfast time. I always take Acro his breakfast in the morning.
You wrote this, and then you put it in her pocket. That's right, isn't it? That's right. Well done, Mr. Wright. My legs were injured by Leon 6 months ago. My younger brother, Bat, had a dare with Regina.
A dare?
An absurd dare. An absurd dare. If I can put my head inside Leon's mouth like you do, you have to go to the movies with me on a date.
That's insane. Didn't he know how dangerous that is?
We all thought he was being stupid too. But that lion was very old to begin with. An age brought with it countless experience in doing that very trick. Unfortunately, this particular time, I guess Leon wasn't ready or willing. And that's when the accident happened. He just wanted to take her out to the movies. Poor Bat. When Leon jumped down, I jumped towards him. Then Leon attacked me, and that's how I ended up.
What about Bat?
He's still in a coma. I went to the hospital yesterday to visit him.
I see.
I'm still waiting for him to open his eyes again. And that's the reason why I keep going. Bat and Regina. They were such great friends. Oh yeah, I wanted you to take a look at this. What is it? This is the scarf my brother was wearing when Leon attacked him.
Gross, it's covered in blood.
This scarf, it was a present from Regina to my brother on the day of the accident. When he did it, he looked like he was smiling. He? Leon, obviously.
Oh.
When he bit down on Bat's head, the expression on Leon's face looked like a grin.
Nick.
I know, Mo said the same thing.
What do you think all this means?
Is that... I'll be taking that scarf.
I'll be taking that scarf, if you don't mind. Miss Von Karma? I've already heard everything. So hand over the scarf. But the scarf is evidence in the trial. That's for me to decide. I think we should begin our preparations now, Acro.
Preparations?
I've served a summons to Acro to appear in court tomorrow as a witness. Acro, we'll talk more at the prosecutor office.
Acro, a witness?
Come, Acro, let's get to the office.
Yes, ma'am.
Now what do we do, Nick? How are we going to handle tomorrow?
Don't worry about it. I'll figure something out.
Look at you, all full of confidence. You must have found something you can use.
This is all beginning to come together now.
It's nearly 4 o'clock.
I do need to go take Zelda for a walk.
Uh,